Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back here to the channel. So there's one thing we're watching for right now, one of many things, but it's a big thing that all of us have been very locked into, and that's the likelihood of an Ethereum ETF. We know what a Bitcoin ETF has done for Bitcoin. We know how many institutional investors have already poured in and how many will still come, and how successful it's been here to start 2024 with the Bitcoin ETF going live. In addition to all of that, we have the Ethereum ETF, and we would expect to have similar effects if this were to go live as well. JP Morgan recently chimed in on the likelihood of an Ethereum ETF. Now, it's interesting because I presume a lot of the major players who are authorized participants on the Bitcoin ETF will also be authorized participants on an Ethereum ETF. JP Morgan was the biggest authorizer on the Bitcoin ETF. Despite what Jamie Dimon says, despite his Bitcoin is a rock or whatever, don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. And JP Morgan recently gave their likelihood of a 50% chance of an Ethereum ETF approval next month. That means in May. So it says here, it is just as likely that the SEC will reject a spot Ethereum exchange traded fund next month as it is to approve it. This is according to analysts at JP Morgan. Pointing to the regulator's recent actions against Ethereum-related entities, analysts at the bank said in a Thursday note that things do not look good for an approval in May. The analysis continues an increasingly pessimistic market sentiment regarding the potential new investment vehicle. But all is well, because we know how quickly things could change, right? They resist, and then eventually their hand is forced. And that's what happened with the Bitcoin ETF. That's maybe what's going to happen with the Ethereum ETF. Now, listen to this. This is a report, this is a quote coming from JP Morgan analyst. In our opinion, the recent news that the SEC is investigating firms associated with the Ethereum Foundation is also consistent with the view that there is no more than a 50% chance of a spot Ethereum ETF approval by May. Last month, news dropped that the Ethereum Foundation, a nonprofit organization that supports the Ethereum ecosystem, was being investigated by a state entity. The SEC would not confirm this development to Decrypt, but other media outlets affirmed it. JP Morgan's report added that if an Ethereum ETF isn't approved by next month's deadline, it's likely applicants will take action against the regulator. We believe that most likely scenario is that the SEC eventually loses this litigation, similar to what happened with Grayscale and Ripple legal battles earlier last year, which means that eventually the SEC will approve spot Ethereum ETFs, but not as soon as this May. Now, there are some analysts out there who thinks it still potentially could happen, but right now they're skeptical that the SEC will come outright and classify Ethereum as a commodity within the next few weeks, that it may take more months, and this thing will be pushed down the road a little bit and eventually then be approved. Interestingly enough, I agree with JP Morgan's analyst here, and this is my sentiment, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.